Our 9-0 run just got destroyed by the Bengals, who played so bad. If you guys watched that game, man, I swear to God, if I see another defensive coordinator in the NFL drop in that cover two zone with third and long, I am going to lose my mind. They had CJ Stroud at third and 10, third and 12, third and 15. They dropped back in the zone. They gave CJ Stroud all day to find the openings in the zone, and he cashed in all day long. And then Joe Burrow, 5 drives in a row, 3 and out versus the worst pass defense in the NFL. Completely unacceptable. And then somehow the Bengals are about to win the game. Burrow throws an amazing pass into the end zone to Tyler Boyd. No one around him. Clangs off his hands. They have to kick the field goal. CJ Stroud goes down. They get the field goal to win the game. The Bengals lost that game 5 different times. I would pick the Bengals against the Texans again if I had to. They lost that game. We didn't lose that game. On a positive note, guys, our lock of the week, the Cowboys destroyed the Giants. So my lock of the weeks are still crushing it. And like I said before, if I get eliminated, which we did unfortunately, I'm still going to break down the games for you and give you my thoughts on some really good picks for your survivor pool if you are still alive. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's get into the games. All right, guys, we kick off Week 11 with a division game between the Bengals traveling to Baltimore to play the Ravens. I don't like touching division games, especially teams that are pretty evenly matched. I'm passing on that game. We have another division game, Steelers at the Browns. The Browns somehow miraculously came back and beat the Ravens. Their defense is super elite. They are better than the Steelers, but this is another division game. I think the Browns should win this game because Pittsburgh's offense is terrible. Kenny Pickett and that offense, top 5 worst offenses in the league. I like the Browns here, but it's definitely not my pick of the week. Then we go to the Bears at the Lions. I love this game. I love the Lions here, guys. I'm going to go with the Lions as one of my top 3 picks of the week. The Bears are not good, and the Lions are pretty good at home. 3-1 at home, 7-2 record. They're just playing good football. Jared Goff is killing it, man. He's the top 5 quarterback in the NFL this year. The line is 10 points. Vegas thinks they're big favorites too. I love the Lions in this spot, guys. Chargers at the Packers. I'm not touching this game with a 10-foot pole. A bunch of inconsistent teams. Justin Herbert has not looked like himself this year. And the Packers, 3-6, 2-2 at home. -3-point favorites for the Chargers. I'm not touching that game. Raiders at the Dolphins. The Dolphins should win this game for sure. But since the new coach has came into the Vegas Raiders, Antonio Pierce, they have been playing a lot better behind him. But I think that Dolphins offense is going to be too much. So if you're in a bind and you have the Dolphins, that is a very playable spot for your survivor pools for sure. Giants, Commanders, I'm not touching that game. I do like Sam Howell. I think he's going to be the quarterback of the future in Washington. He's got good weapons with Terry McLaurin. And that defense, they did blow it up. They shipped out Chase Young to San Francisco. And Montez Sweat is gone as well. So, I don't know. Division games, I don't like division games. Cowboys at the Panthers. The Cowboys do one thing really well. They trash terrible teams. They don't play so good when they're playing the Seahawks or San Francisco or the Eagles. They tend to lose those games. But they smoke the shit out of terrible teams. I love the Cowboys in this spot too. That's in my top 3 favorite picks for this week. I love the Cowboys in this spot. Next up, we have the Titans traveling to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. This is another division game. Jacksonville's -6.5-point favorites, but if they lost this game, I wouldn't be surprised. They got blown out by San Francisco last week. They did not look right, but it shows you when San Francisco is healthy, they are super dominant. I'm not touching that game at all. And then this is my pick of the week right here. This is my lock of the week. Arizona on the road playing the Texans. I love the Houston Texans here in this spot. A lot of people might still have the Texans available in their survivor pool, so I love the Texans at home versus the Cardinals. They did get a win with Kyler Murray last week, but they still look like trash. They're not a good team. Houston is my lock of the week for sure. There's a lot of good pickable games this week. I also like San Francisco at home against the Buccaneers. We see week after week Baker Mayfield is not that dude. He's just not. They lose games. Their defense is trash. I don't like Tampa Bay in this spot. San Francisco is healthy. I love San Francisco at home to get the win too. And then we move on. Jets at the Bills. The Bills are a shell of themselves. I don't know what's going on. The Bills don't have any weapons, guys. They have no weapons besides Stephon Diggs. And Josh Allen looks lost, man. The offense looks lost. Sean McDermott and that offense, they're not changing the plays up. They're not like adapting to what they're seeing from defenses. They're just playing like if Josh Allen doesn't go off, then they lose the game. Their defense is hurt and banged up, but the Jets are absolutely terrible. Zach Wilson is an abomination. The Jets, other than their defense, their offense is completely incapable of moving the ball. I don't care who is the quarterback. I don't even care if Rodgers comes back because that offensive line is trash. I'm not picking that game at all. Seahawks on the road versus the Rams. The Rams look terrible. Is Carson Wentz going to start for the Rams this week? They're coming off a bye. I never like picking teams against a team coming off a bye. That's a no-no. Don't do that. Stay away from that game. Vikings at the Broncos. The Broncos are slowly getting that choo-choo train going. They're starting to win games somehow. If they win against the Vikings and Josh Jacobs on Sunday Night Football, they'll be back to 500, and a potential wild card spot is in play for them, but I'm not touching that game at all. We close out Week 11 with Monday Night Football. The Eagles traveling to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. This game is going to be epic. I wonder if Jalen Hurts can win on the road versus Mahomes. Wow, could we get a preview of Super Bowl 2.0? I would love to see the Eagles and the Chiefs at the Super Bowl again, see if the Eagles can get some redemption, but from a Survivor perspective, you got to stay away from this game. You cannot bet this game at all. Stay away. So I love the Cowboys this week, guys. I love the 49ers, and I love the Texans. They are all three of them are locks. Lock all those three picks down. If you have any of those teams available, San Francisco, Dallas, Houston, pick one of those teams. You will move on to the next week. Unfortunately, the Bengals screwed us, and I'm out. I'm so sad. God damn it, Tyler Boyd. Catch the damn ball. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.